Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2021, January 1st. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? 2020 just happened, and it's just indescribable. I can't even put it in words. What the hell happened? So, anyway, this is my very first vlog, and I don't know, it just one of those things that happened in 2020 that kind of gave me the guts to do this, because I usually do not like to be in front of the camera. I'm more of a behind the camera person, behind the scenes. And so I just wanted to do a vlog to talk about all kinds of things, but the main thing I kind of want to talk about is where I am in life right now, which is number one, I am middle aged. So, December of 2020, I turned the big 50, and when you hit a certain age, you're like, well, I don't have that much time, so let's just do things. Let's just do it, and don't care about what so and so says or whatever. It's just like, just do it, okay? So I finally am doing a vlog. Another thing is that I have been a caregiver for quite a while. I am currently a caregiver. I am not a professional caregiver. So I just want to make that clear. I'm not a professional caregiver. I'm not educated in the field of medicine or caregiving or anything in that sort. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor, obviously, and I'm um, not a counselor or social worker. I'm just being me, a family member, taking care of another family member. And I have been doing this since, well, from I started in 1999 taking care of my dad, and then he passed away, and in around 2010 I started to take care of my mom, and I'm still am. So just wanted to talk candidly about being a caregiver, because it's not something that I really see too much out there. I haven't really searched that thoroughly, but it's like a lot of hard. Um, it's a hard job, you know, and it's not one that not like a real job where you can just punch out and your work is there, and um, you leave your work at work. Whereas a caregiver, you're 24/7, and um, sometimes you don't get a break if you don't have help. So that's what I kind of want to talk about in the beginning, but I do want to branch out on other subjects and topics and whatnot. Um, but that's where I am in life, and it took forever just to get to this point where I'm gonna vlog some of the stuff that I want to talk about. But I kind of do fun things too. I kind of want to talk about, like, maybe do some uh, product review, or I kind of like to do that. And like to talk about just life in general, and but mostly for now, about caregiving and how it affects um, you know the person who is doing the caregiving, because that is, I just don't see that too often. So I just want to start this vlog this year, January 1st, 2020. I'm gonna do this. Okay. So I didn't really tell too much of my friends that I'm doing this. I mean, I did, but I'm not saying um in fact, you know what, a lot of my friends are caregivers. I can name off too that's my age, who have been doing caregiving practically around the same time when I started. So it's it's um, it's kind of a hard, difficult subject to talk about too sometimes. You know, and there's always this thing about sounding like, oh, I'm complaining or whatever, but or venting. But you kind of have to when you're a caregiver, you do, because you give so much of yourself into this. So that's something that I want to talk about this year. Okay, and other fun stuff too later on. And I don't know, maybe I can get some friends to open up too, and I can interview them as well. I'm not sure yet. It's everything is really up in the air right now. I'm just starting by myself in this room. If you can only see what a horrible mess it is, it's like a tornado just hit and everything is just, and I just kind of like picked this one little area, so it's kind of clean, but you know, it's just I gotta clean this room. I really do. But anyway, gosh, I it was such a horrible year last year. I just don't know. I really just don't know what to say. There's just so many suffering, so many deaths, and uh, 2020 is definitely, you know, people say that, oh, you know, when we're beginning 2020, it's like, oh, 2020, like 2020 vision, you know, clear sight. Actually, I found that to be true. Now that I look back at it, because all the things that maybe were like hidden, and things that we maybe took for granted, whatever, a lot of things, at least for me personally, that I can see clearly, like how connected we really are globally. I mean, we just want to be on our little country or, you know, whatever, but now that because of this coronavirus, we see how connected we really are, and what one person does maybe all across on the other side of the planet in the middle of nowhere, how it affects somebody like in middle of America, you know, it's just you see it, you know. I hope people see how really connected we are. We also, well, I saw, you know, what are the essential workers and what keeps this, you know, not just this country, but how the world moves and how it, you know, how things happen and how it keeps people alive, and you know, like the essential workers, you know, it's like the ones that we kind of see, or you know, we take it for granted, and we don't really see them, but now we know, you know, like the healthcare workers, the delivery people from the post, you know, office, the USPS for United States, FedEx, UPS, DHL, whatever. Also, you know, even people who move food, the farmers, in the grocery and store workers, and of, you know, of course the front line and the medical workers too. Definitely them. They're just everybody is just putting their life for in danger for the rest of us. And I know you guys hear this all the time, but still, it's just you know, it's just we still do take it for granted. And for me, it just made things so much clearer. You know how we all are so interdependent with each other, and yeah, it was what it is. Been quite a year. It's been very difficult for everyone, but it's also personally for me, it's been an eye opener. So anyway, I just want to keep this under 10 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. So I'm gonna start this blog, and hopefully I can connect with other caregivers that may be going through something similar. I'm sorry, I'm not in any position to give any advice or anything, but it's just to share experiences about that. So please tune in. Thank you, and have a great Happy New Year, good health, and live long and prosper. Bye bye. Aloha.